Okay, so let's begin with the class today. If I'm audible as well as visible, please confirm. Okay, so today is the first class. Good evening, everyone. Please join in. So we're going to start with the particular topic of management today, basic terminologies. Done. So let's begin with the class today. I'm going to talk about a particular topic, management. So what do you mean by management, everyone? One of the basic things that we'll be talking about today is management. What do you mean by management? Management is basically taken from the word oikonomos. That means to. Then word is oikonomos. When we talk about oikonomos can be specified as, it's a Greek word that means household management. That is what we mean by oikonomos. When we define this, what do you mean by the term management? Managing men, and then we have tactfully, because we have to get the work done through others. Management can be simply put and said, it is getting the work done through others. Right? So that is what we defined in terms of management there. How do we define the management? The term management can be defined in a variety of ways. They have been specified that the activity or a job being in charge of the company, organization, department, or team of employees is also management. But the management is also a process there. Think about it. If I say that I am trying to manage the work, is it done with a snap of a finger? I am done with management? No. Management is a process through which we'll be doing the work. Number two, it is done effectively and efficiently. I think we have talked about this in the previous class as well. Actually, this happened with the other class. Efficiently, this is different. This is your first class now. So let me tell you about these things. Kindly note these points down. Management has got three different elements. One is process. Second is effectively. Third is efficiently. Management is a process through which we get our work done through others. I'm not the only one who's going to do it. I'm going to get it done through others. Okay? Now, when we look forward towards the definition there, the process, then effectively. What do you mean by being effective, everyone? Everybody who's in the class, what do you mean by being effective? If I say that you gave me a particular time to complete something, you gave me 10 months to finish the project. And if I completed within that time tenure, that is completion of the target, within the stipulated period of time, that is called being effective. T for target, T for the C for completion of the target. CT is completion of the target. If I can complete the target within the stipulated period of time, then I'm being effective. But how to learn the term efficient? What do you mean by the term efficient, everyone? Heard about this term? How will you define that the management wants to go through the process effectively and efficiently? Effectively means you are basically completing the target. That is effective. Then efficient means you are being cost friendly. If I gave you rupees 90 and you cannot use more than that, and you are using less than 90, you use 82 rupees. In this case, you are being efficient. If you are being cost friendly, if you're being economic, you are being efficient. Okay? Done, everyone? Any doubts in this case, everyone? Please note down these terms because this will help you to learn these terms. There can be a case study where they can ask you that one particular organization was supposed to finish 10,000 units in 10 months, but they didn't finish in time. Are they being efficient, inefficient, effective, or ineffective? They are being ineffective. They cannot complete the target within the stipulated period of time. ठीक है ना? Kindly note this down and confirm. Kapil sir, Bharti ma'am, Prasanna ma'am, done. Everybody else who's there in the class, please be interactive. Because the more interactive you will be, the better I can explain things. First is management. Second is what's the process of management. Under management now, there is a process called POSDCO. Under management, we have a process. Acha, if I decide to teach you, first of all, there was a planning. Was that planning done by me or the management, everyone? Basic question. Was the planning of starting the particular batch was done by me or the management? Correct, Kapil sir. The management decided that we should plan a particular batch. Okay? And I'm going with the particular practical example to connect all these dots for you. First of all, the organization planned that we're going to start with a particular batch. We said, okay. Then they organized. They got a particular software. They started working. Then they also decided to have a particular plan. That they said that there are different subjects right now in CAIIB. There are 5 subjects. How can we have different teachers? What are we going to do with all of them? That means we're trying to organize things. You know? We decided that there are 5 positions that would be there in terms of CAIIB. Every teacher would be taking this much subjects, and this is a time tenure that we'll be looking forward towards them. That means organizing, they decided 5 verticals would be there, 5 subjects, 5 areas. Then they said, chalo, let's put up people into this particular position. If I said one of them would be taking ABFM, then they're looking forward towards staffing because they're trying to fill up a position. Then I got a call. They said that Niharika ma'am, you're taking up this particular batch. I said, okay, I'll be taking the batch, that's fine. Then the next one they told me was, ma'am, sit with us. There was a particular meeting before your class started. That pata hai ma'am, this is the course that we are starting with. Under this course now, we are going to do this, we are going to do that, we are going to direct people what to do and what not to do. Then under this particular area, we'll be deciding what is your timing. Then we'll be looking forward towards your ratings as well. Then directing would involve, they would be telling me, ma'am, what is it that you have to teach? And if you do not know the software, shall we explain it to you how to use the software? Right? They'll be directing me, है ना? What to do and what not to do. Then the last point is controlling. What if they planned that the batch is supposed to start from 29th and I joined the office on 31st? What will happen in that case? Is there any deviation or there is no deviation? Basic question. Is there any deviation or no deviation if I was supposed to join on 29th of May and I joined on 31st of May? There's a major deviation there because there's a gap of around 2 days, right? You never know in that gap of 2 days what would have happened with the organization, right? This is what we talk about in this area. Then if we look forward to it, acha, they said that Harika ma'am, you're taking the particular course. I said, okay, I'll take the course. Then what they did was they coordinated me with different people. I had a word with the particular batch that is going on right now, that what is your timing? He said, acha ma'am, we are done with our timing. You go ahead and give the 9 p.m. time to another batch. I said, okay, the time is open. Then the very first day when we had a word that we are going to have a class, we coordinated everyone. If I said I'll be meeting you tomorrow at 9 p.m., you are there at 9 p.m. We are coordinating, that we are in sync when we are talking about the class. If I say that pata hai, tomorrow I'm not available, can I keep the class in the morning at 6 a.m.? And you agree to that. You said, oh, acha, theek hai. I think that is required even if ma'am has to go somewhere. Let's respect it. Now what is that? That is cooperation. Two different words, everyone. One is coordination, one is cooperation. Cooperation is just agreeing to the other person's demands there because you feel that there is a genuine need. While coordination is, if I said we'll be meeting here, you said okay, we'll be meeting here. If I said that we'll be meeting there, you decide that particular thing there itself. That is coordinating. That means we are in pure sync. In terms of management process, there was a particular person who has been known for this particular scenario. The name of that particular person is Henry Fayol. He is the father who gave this particular process. Henry Fayol was basically an engineer. You will find that most of the management things are done by the engineers itself. Engineering was an age-old stream there. Na? Management didn't had its own theories and everything. Slowly and steadily, he became the father of general management. Kindly note it down. Henry Fayol is the father of general management. Noted? Acha, in case you might be having any problems regarding the classes or something, this is the link for my Telegram channel. You can join it. Whatever class I'm taking at any point of time, you can review it on that particular Telegram channel itself as well. Okay? This is the link for the Telegram channel itself, everyone. You can join it for various updates regarding the examination, timing change, or anything of that matter. Ananta ma'am, you're there in the class? Okay. I have another batch there. We also have Ananta ma'am. So there's a common thing there. Acha, let me look forward to this. when we talk about these different plans now, everybody, did you notice that in the particular term that I just wrote on the top, P for planning, O for organizing, C for S for staffing, D for directing, CO for initially when Henry Fuel made it now. Henry Fuel made it and he included coordinating. But later on when it was improvised, it was taken as controlling. That's why you'll find CO here. And after this, there were two separate people. Kindly note down the names, Urvik and Guik. Guik and Urvik gave the term R and B, where R, okay, where R stands for reporting, to whom you are reporting the secret information or anything of the importance for the organization, and then B for budgeting. Are they really conscious about the money that they're spending or not? Okay, sure, ma'am. It is Urvik. Urwick. Urvik. Let me just write it again for you. Apologies for the handwriting there. The names are Guik, Guiick, and Urvik. Note it down, everyone. So basically, in this case, you will find they gave the last two terms, which is called reporting, and then the last one is budgeting. This is how we came up with the particular term called post-corp. The term is called post-corp. That is planning, organizing, staffing, directing, controlling, and then reporting, and the last one is budgeting. I'm sorry. This is the next point. Just adjusting that particular slide there. Now let's understand the term planning. What do you mean by plan, everyone? How do you define the term plan? Planning is looking into the future, right? We are looking forward towards removing the uncertainty from the future. We are deciding what we want to do. It involves the goals, determining the objectives, and then when you plan, you decide in advance about what you need, what is to be done there. That is has to be decided in advance. That is what we call it as planning. Visible there, everyone? Planning can be defined as something which is futuristic in nature. Acha, everyone, there's one particular question I would like to ask. You think planning is only futuristic? Doesn't it look at the past as well? According to you, planning is purely futuristic, or it is basically both forward and backward looking? Basic question. Is planning only forward looking, or both backward and forward looking? Correct, Rekha ma'am. Indeed, it's a continuous process. You cannot stop it at any point of time. If I stop planning the classes now, you won't even come to know at what point of time we'll be starting the class tomorrow. है ना? Very good, Bharti ma'am. I was looking forward to this. It is both forward and backward looking. First of all, you look at the previous plan. What happened to the previous plan? When did it went well, or there was any problem there? That was backward looking. And when we look forward towards what are we going to do in the future, which is indeed a part of planning. So planning is both forward looking, but while looking forward, you also look at the failed and the successful plan so that you can actually decide what kind of planning you are going to do further now. So it is both backward as well as forward looking. It is also called the primary function of management. Everyone kindly note it down. It's called the primary function of management. After planning comes the next one, that means organizing. Planning, the planning says that so tomorrow I'll take a particular class. That is what I said to you. That pata I'm going to have an extra class, but I have to make adjustments for that as well. Na? Time slot should be available. I should be available. The other teachers should be agreeing to that particular point. We should have specific things for that. There it is, ma'am. You'll get the PDF of the slide as well. That PDF can be opened in the app itself. So you must keep the app in your phone so that you can look at the PDF as and when you want. Acha, planning also has one more thing, everyone. Since we're talking about planning now, kindly note down planning uses WH family. WH family is what, when, why, by whom, and where, what, when, why, and by whom, and H is for how. Planning asks all these questions and also looks forward towards innovative ideas. Done, everyone? Shall I move forward? No problem, ma'am. Everyone else? The next point is organizing. Have you noted down the WH family as well? What, when, why, and by whom? It is also called bridging the gap. It helps us to know where we are and where we want to be. Apologies for the bad handwriting there. Under planning, what we do is we first of all find out the bridging the gap from where we are and where we want to be. If I say that I want to grow further, how can I grow further? That is based upon planning. Next point, organizing, everyone. How do we use the term organizing there? Organizing is basically arrangement of all the things that is required. This organizing basically means that it's an important function, because if we plan something, we need resources, we need people, we need a proper organization. If I say in my house, this is where, in the drawing room, this is where I want to keep my couch, this is another place where I want to keep my couch, I am deciding where I want to keep my couch now. This is organizing. Placement of the things, management of the things in a proper manner. Organizing is another important function which is performed by management of organization and deals with organization structuring. We'll decide the organization structure of the organization. That means where should the hierarchy be like? What should the hierarchy be like? How should people be placed? Okay? Organizing involves a decision-making process under which people will define their division of work, how the work should be divided among them, allocation of the responsibility. Actually, there are 2-3 words I would like to discuss there. First is authority. Second is responsibility. And last is accountability. Can I share my authority with anyone, everyone? Can I share my authority with anybody else? Basic question, everyone. Can I share my authority with everyone? Or any other person there? Done? I can share my authority, everyone. Your senior would have given the work to you. That is authority. But your accountability can never be denied. Can you say that, Pare, I have given that particular work to someone else now? The senior would come to you and say, I gave the work initially to you. So you are the one who's answerable. Nobody else is. Nobody else can be answerable for what you were supposed to do. So the accountability can never be given to someone else. You will be accountable for it. It doesn't matter to whom you would have given. You are the one who had to do it. When we look at responsibility, what do you mean by responsibility then? Actually, let me give you an example there. But authority, accountability, and responsibility, they're all blended in. At one point of time, if you would look forward towards something which was stated by, if you would have seen Spider-Man. Spider-Man is basically an animated movie there. It is basically an animated character, if I look at it that way. But in that particular film now, or movie, I would say, there's a particular line that was said by Uncle Ben. That was the uncle of that particular Spider-Man. That is the identity that I'll be talking about. He said that with great power comes great responsibility. If you look at the past there, German faced a lot because of Hitler. Why? Whatever he did with the Nazis, nothing happened there. There was no question asked. Nazis and Jews, sorry. When we look forward to that part, Nazis were the people who were basically blinded. You are supposed to kill people, you should kill people. Twins should be kept in a different manner, handicapped should be killed. The women were, anybody who was handicapped or mentally ill, they were brutally used for experiments, and those experiments, those things are still being used by some part of the world somewhere. You know, they did a lot of things. Nazis killed a lot of Jews without any explanation. Why? There was a blind authority without any responsibility. In our country, one particular controversial thing happened. That is the riots that happened in Gujarat. Mr. Narendra Modi was dragged into this particular situation every now and then. He was having the authority, he was the chief minister there, but he was also accountable and responsible for that. He could not say that I am not there, I wasn't there in terms of the particular state. The state belonged to him at that point of time. So if anything happens to it, whatever good or bad, it was all his there. That means accountability was still his. And responsibility means he was accountable. He was dragged to the court for this particular problem. So he had authority. He also had responsibility of that particular area. He was also answerable to the seniors regarding the same. These three things makes up organizing. Authority is the power to command over others. Responsibility is basically the obligation to do something, right? You're obliged to do something. And then accountability means answerability, and answerability can never be given to someone else. Authority can move from top to bottom. So one senior giving authority to the lower person that, array, I don't have the time. You go and get correct things. Sir. You go and make the payments. It's fine. You go and get the discounts. It's fine. How much wrong will you go? We'll see to it. That is what organizing is about. है ना? Got the point, everyone? The difference between authority, responsibility, and accountability. Navya ma'am, Bharti ma'am, Kapil sir, Rekha ma'am, please continue. Please let me know about the same. All these topics that we are dealing right now, these are inculcated in the first book itself at a different point. No problem, ma'am. Navya ma'am, Kapil sir. Now that is authority, responsibility, and accountability part of organizing. Then we have staffing. Okay, staffing is next level. Staffing says I have got 3 kids. First is recruitment. Number 1. Then comes selection. Number 2. And then last is development. The name of the last kid is actually training and development. Acha, how did you get into the banks, everyone? There was a recruitment notice which was out. The organization said we are looking forward towards some certain vacancies. You are supposed to apply for the particular vacancy. People applied for that vacancy and they made it. Right? Campus selection. Okay. That is a part of in-house, or basically campus selection is basically selection through the external ways. Recruitment is what? Recruitment is sometimes there are people, the PNB, SBI, they come up with the recruitment notices where people see their eligibility criteria, go for the examination, then they look forward to it. As soon as the recruitment notice is out, this particular thing attracts people. It is attractive. You attract people to apply for the job, and then you select the one which is the best. Then selection is a negative process in which we'll remove everyone who is not worthy of it. But the point is, once a particular person is selected for the job, does the particular journey end there? No. If he has been posted as assistant manager, he can sit there for a year. After a year, he'll be looking forward to where's my promotion amount? Where is the particular place where I can get placed? What is the growth that I can look forward to this in this organization? That means that is development, everyone. ठीक है ना? Got the point? A successful organization needs to have suitable human capital. It should have good number of human capital with them. Then they said the functions made easy by staffing. The major staffing activities that can be seen is recruitment, selection, training, development and motivation. ठीक है ना? So we're looking forward towards staffing. Staffing means bringing people into the organization. When you bring people, then you choose the best one and then you retain the best one by giving them more and more in the business itself, so that they don't leave the organization. Because remember, if a trained person leaves, the cost of training comes back to you. You'll have to train another person. And one trained person can definitely train so many untrained persons later on. Isn't it? Then after staffing, the next point is directing. Directing covers the functions of guiding, supervising the activities performed by subordinates. Directing is basically something in which we tell people what to do. Once you have chosen someone, how will you tell them what to do and what not to do? They cannot start working on their own blindly, na. They will be having problems. They'll be like, "Arey, what should I do? What I shouldn't do? What is the particular work I'm supposed to do?" The basic questions are going to kill them, right? They'll be like, "I don't know what to do. The organization is constantly yelling at me. You don't know the work, but they're not guiding me. What I'm supposed to do." So in terms of directing, directing has got 4 kids: S, M, L, and C. Note it down, everyone. Directing has got 4 kids. S for supervision. M for motivation. L for leadership. C for communication. Done with it, everyone? It is SMLC. Done, everyone? Kindly note down and confirm. Supervision, motivation, leadership, and communication. Let me talk about it in detail. Supervision is when the person is looking at you. If I don't ask anybody that, Acha, what are we dealing with? If I don't ask the questions, that means I don't even know to what extent you are listening or not. That is a part of supervision. The next point is motivation. You think the people are same every single day. They might feel good at one point of time. They might feel bad at other point of time. That is, they want motivation. Sometimes you need to motivate them either by an external thing or the internal thing. For example, somewhere down the line, I want to grow further. That is one of the things that I feel. That's an intrinsic motivation. That's an internal part. And if I look at you and you're like, "Array, this particular person has got a car. This particular person is doing something really cool in their life. I want to do the same thing." That is external or extrinsic motivation. Then, if you look at leadership, do you really think organizations can survive without a good leader? A good leader will make sure that the organization stays, while a bad leader will never be able to take the particular answerability of things that are happening there and will not be looking forward towards the growth of the organization. They'll just look at their money. And last is communication. Can I teach you without a better communication, everyone? If I don't simplify the things for you, how will you do it? Right? So it's about communication. So there are 4 things: supervision, motivation, leadership, and communication. 4 important points which consists of the growth of the organization. Got the point, everyone? Please confirm. These are the basic elements of directing. If you know about these things, most of the things are done by you. They have also to be directed towards the achievement of the organization goals. You have to keep on telling people what they should do. Otherwise, they will lose their motive. Last point. This is what they have specified: supervision, motivation, leadership, and then communication. These are the four elements of directing. Then, under directing, once you're done with directing, the next point is controlling. Acha, what happens? I decided to start my class at 9 p.m. I set up, these are the things that I'll be finishing off today. But I couldn't finish it off today itself. And then I'm thinking about what should I do about it? Question mark, question mark. That is controlling everyone. Controlling means if there are deviations, find those deviations. But is it only about finding the deviations, everyone, or correcting them as well? We'll also take the corrective action. Proper controls are required to ensure that the actions are taken by the management help the achievement of organization goals. An effective controlling function will always be preceded by proper planning. You have to have a proper plan if you want to have a better control. Your plan has to be very clear. This is what I wanted to do, this is what I've done. So if you're clear about what you wanted to do and what you have done, then you can pursue further. It is very important that the activities undertaken by the management remain on the right track. We should always be on the right track, because if we deviate, then the working of the organization will always be hampered badly. Right? Then everyone noted? This is about controlling. Controlling is about taking the corrective action along with the area of finding the deviations, correcting them, and keeping the organization on the right track. Then this is the process which they use. First of all, they establish performance standards. Then they measure the actual. This is what we wanted. Pata, we wanted 10,000 units to be made in 10 months. How many of these we have prepared? I said I've prepared 9,500. There is a deviation of 500. So we'll compare the actual with the established standards, and then we'll take the corrective actions. What should be done so that we are, whatever problem, whatever situation we have created, that can be solved. Okay? That is controlling. After controlling, the next point is importance of management. Why is management important, everyone? Do you really think we can work without having a proper management? I cannot even teach without management. Management is something which is all pervasive, required at every level and in every organization. You cannot expect that management is required only at the higher or only at lower. It is required at every level and in every organization. Last slide, just a moment, ma'am. Done, ma'am? Done, Bharti ma'am? Everybody else noted down? Okay. Thank you, sir. I'm done. Don't worry, you are also getting this particular slides in terms of the PDF as well. You'll get the PDF of this class. Okay? So once you get the PDFs now, you don't have to note it down with the class itself. Just make some quick notes so that you have those notes by the time the examination is approaching. You can read that. Done? Okay. Now, look at this point. What is the importance of management? Management is super important because number one, effective change management tool. If I want to bring changes, it's because of management. For example, the organization wanted to change the software. They made us all go through the training. That means the change was introduced and everybody was supposed to work for that. Helps achieving group goals. I won't work for only for the sake of organization. If I don't get something out of it, why would I be working? That means it helps in completing the group goals. If we have a goal, a group will get a certain amount of money if they do the work for incentive. Then they have to do it. Optimum utilization of resources. If I see that I have 100 rupees, I have to utilize it in a proper way. It is optimum utilization. Next is improved functioning of business. We are looking forward towards better functioning. Then development of various resources. We want various resources to be built in the organization. Then contributes towards a better organization. It works towards a better organization altogether, and it also looks forward to proper direction of organization, because if the organization has got a direction, they will never go wrong. They say that this is where we are going to pursue further, this is what we'll do, the organization will automatically have a better way of working, isn't it? Then the next point is integration of various interests. I want to work in the organization because I want professionalism there. Someone says I want money, someone says I want growth, everybody is working in the same organization. That's because of management. Management of fluctuations. You'll never see every day be the same. It will vary. Someday would be good, someday would be bad. We have to find that particular balance there. Innovation is because of management, because we set before time and we'll say, acha, this is what we are going to do. Then inculcation of team spirit is also because of management, because we'll sit together, we'll talk about things and then we'll sort it out. Then is problem solving. We'll try to solve the problems in the best possible way. And the last is helps employee growth. We look forward towards the growth of the employee in the best possible way. है ना? That is what we can define as importance of the management. Done, everyone? Chali. Then we have the levels of management. I think I'll start with the levels of management in the next class. Shall we call it a day? We'll discuss this topic tomorrow. ठीक है ना? चलिए, then we'll be meeting tomorrow at the same time 9 p.m. ठीक है? Thank you so much, everyone. Have a nice day. Good night. Bye bye.